Happy Tuesday, everyone. I am back for another check-in. I have been reviewing my videos and I'm kind of clueless to what I did and did not record and what I did and didn't post. I thought I put out a couple posts and stopped posting about March. Actually, what happened is I made a video that I didn't post because it needed editing. And so the last post I think I had before my most recent post was in October. So it's been a year. Holy cow. And so I want to get you caught up on the whole year. So I'm going to start with where I kind of started to lose my connection, where I started, where you might say where it all went wrong in a sense. It wasn't wrong. It was necessary and it was a part of the process that I didn't predict. So those happened. So what I want to do is kind of catch you up on when that happened. So in October and November and December, I was posting because I was doing all of these exciting things. I was doing the writing workshop and the writing class. It's like a 8-week class. And then after that, I had the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day workshops. And then I actually did an event where traumatic brain injury event where I spoke about brain chemistry and recovery from traumatic brain injury. And I was excited about all of that. And I thought I was really going along well. But what had happened is the writing workshop was great. And the New Year's Eve, I will say, we just did the writing workshop. I am doing New Year's Eve again. So if those of you that are worried, I've been doing that for, I don't know, over 10 years, maybe 14, 15 years. I can't remember how long. And um, I, I don't know. I'll probably always do it because it's what I do every year. I do a New Year's Eve releasing meditation to let go of the last year. And then I do a New Year's Day workshop to create a path for the coming year. And it's something that's just really deep to my heart. So yes, that will be happening. But I want to get back to this breast cancer conversation and a realization I had that it wasn't hard to have breast cancer. I was going along fine. I had my cancer was actually spreading, which has to do with a lot of the treatment I'm doing now, and I felt okay. I didn't feel bad. So early stage cancer is much easier to have than cancer treatment, and the treatment was what threw me a little more than I thought it would. So I was really struggling, like I said, I struggled with the sepsis and then radiation. I thought I handled pretty well, but overall, it was very tiring and did take its toll in certain ways. But with the brain chemistry activities I was doing, I actually was doing really well, better than I expected. And then at the end of December, when I didn't have my surgery, I talked about this. My surgery for my reconstruction was delayed because of COVID, and then I got the implant out and felt amazingly better. I felt so much better. So that's when I started the conversation on implant illness. But then I I got COVID, and which was shocking to me because I kind of thought I might. My son works with he works in a security position where he works with the homeless, and he works at the homeless shelters, and there are a lot of people out there that just don't have the means for the protection that they need, and so we were actually pretty impressed that it took him that long to get COVID. But then he brought it into the house, and then that was like, forget about it. So I did have COVID, and I had an aggravation with my heart. And I'll talk about that a little bit going forward because there were some realizations that came that relate to my breast cancer treatment. They happened later in the year. So we're going to start with the end of December of 2021. Where I had COVID and I never seemed to recover very well from COVID. And it was having an impact on my heart. And I was going into what I thought at the time was long COVID, which is a kind of chronic possibly lifelong effect that COVID might have had on my heart. And I had a lot of fatigue. I had very low oxygen. I was, in the high 80s on good days, low 80s on average. I was kind of struggling through that. And thank goodness for the brain chemistry, because I don't know how I would have even gotten out of bed in the morning if I hadn't have understood the importance of dopamine. And so what happened is I started to make some decisions, and one of those starts with the video I meant to post in February. So my next post will be that video of February 27th, where I started to make a realization about the world and how I wanted to approach it. And so what I'm going to do is, you have this video today. And so what happened at the end of last year was COVID. And then moving into February, I made this big decision, which will be this weekend's post. I meant to post this on Sunday. I apologize, I'm a couple days late, but I thought I had already posted that video because I had already uploaded it. So I spent all day navigating videos that ended up not being able to post by the time the Sunday was over. So ultimately, that is a long and unimportant story. But right now, as you can see maybe you can see the background here, I have more news on where I landed, but I do want to get you caught up on where I've been, because the one regret I've had in all of this is that I haven't shared my journey with you. And there's so much of my journey now I want to share, and I just I want to share the full picture of how I ended up here, because I think there are probably a lot of people out there who might be feeling a bit desperate, or a bit like the struggles are too much and they're one after the other and all of that. But I want to share my journey because I want to share that it can be devastating, and it can be so hard, and it can ache, and it can seem impossible, or it can create radical transformation in your life. It can be a butterfly emerging from a cocoon. And that's what I want to share, is that is possible no matter how hard it gets. And it's often much easier than we imagine. So that is going to be my share for today. I just want to say thank you to all of you who are continuing to watch, who are continuing to support, who reach out. I am back to committing myself to being able to post, to posting at least once a week, usually, hopefully on Sunday, and keeping you in the loop on what's happening now, because now it's getting exciting. It's still challenging. There are a lot of challenges, but it's getting exciting. So thank you again for watching. I do hope everyone has an absolutely amazing day, and I look forward to connecting soon. Bye.